everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle and I am very excited to be doing a cooking and cleaning video with you today. I have a lot of things that I want to say in this video, so I'm hoping that I don't talk your ear off. But basically, the format of this video is we are going to start, look at this kitchen. This is a mess. This is about 3 meals worth of just dirty dishes and buildup of just containers and toys and all sorts of stuff. We had planned to clean up after dinner the night before, but my kids were getting along really well and they wanted to build a fort and make brownies, and I didn't want to say no when everyone was in a good mood. So we did that instead, and really, I think that was a good choice for us. However, that does mean that for this video, I have, a lunch, a supper, a breakfast, and then all the mess that goes with it to clean up. So before I can even get to the cooking, and I'm only doing one recipe with you today, but it's a good one, I just need to clear some of this clutter and get the kitchen in somewhat working order again before we get cooking. Oliver's making another guest appearance in the video today. Finn was out for the day watching his cousin play hockey, so it was just Oliver and I at home because Andrew was working as well. So he roams around for a little bit until he goes down for his nap. So we like to buy discounted bananas, so bananas that are pretty ripe and are going bad and are usually like 50% off or something like that, from the grocery store. So my husband actually went out and bought, 4 bunches plus just some regular bananas, and then we just basically peel them, break them in half, and keep them in a giant Ziploc bag in the freezer, and we use them all the time for smoothies, or we make banana and ice cream. And I know you can buy frozen sliced bananas already, but this is a much cheaper way of doing it, and it does take a little bit of work, but now we have a giant bag of banana chunks that we can just toss into different recipes. So we are going to make a celery soup today. My family is plant-based, so this is a plant-based recipe, and whether you're plant-based or not, if you're just looking for a recipe that's a little bit healthier and nice for the colder coming months, this is a great one because it's really easy and it's family friendly. My kids like it. They like to dip bread or crackers in it, which I'm fine with. And I haven't included any ingredient measurements. I have included the link to the actual recipe down below because it's not mine. This is not specific to this recipe, but if you're ever trying to saute any kind of vegetables or anything like that in a pot and it calls for oil or butter to saute them in, you can absolutely sub that out for vegetable broth or even water, and you'll get pretty much the exact same result. The whole reason I actually found this recipe in the first place was one of the times that I had a bunch of celery that had gone limp, and I just wanted a way to use it up. And then I realized that this recipe also calls for potatoes, and we often have potatoes that start to go soft and grow a lot of eyes, so this is also a great way to use those up. So definitely, if you're looking to use up more scraps around your kitchen and you don't want to just throw them out, or you don't compost and you want sort of a friendlier way to get rid of the food that you wouldn't necessarily eat raw anymore, this is a great recipe for that. I believe the recipe specifically says that you should puree about half of the soup so that you have some texture left to it, but I actually prefer this soup fully pureed, and my kids do as well. So, I mean, it's up to your discretion, obviously, and what you prefer, but I will say that fully pureed, it's still a really delicious soup. Typically, we will pair this with some nice hearty bread, maybe a multigrain or a sourdough if I'm lucky enough to get my husband to make some, and probably just a salad or some veggies on the side. And it's not a big dinner, but it's certainly filling. Usually I will season my soups with salt and pepper, but the only vegetable broth I had in the house was just regular. It wasn't low sodium, so I made the assumption that there was already enough salt in the soup, and actually it was already quite flavorful. You will notice that I am using stainless steel pots in this video. We used to have nonstick pots until we learned a little bit more about Teflon and sort of the background. So to start with, DuPont's Teflon division used to have female staff in it, But then they started giving birth to deformed babies, and DuPont actually had to remove all the female staff from the Teflon unit. And they were even able to hide it until finally they actually had to enter a settlement because one of the chemicals, which is known as PFAO, perfluorooctanoic acid, was linked to kidney and testicular cancers, pregnancy-induced hypertension, ulcerative colitis, and high cholesterol. It has been replaced by a new, something new called Gen X, which is essentially just as bad. And the problem is we have used Teflon in so many things that it's basically polluted our entire earth. So fish, dairy, and meat are probably already giving you doses of those Teflon chemicals without you even realizing it. Even Oral-B dental floss has Teflon in it. So we've switched to stainless steel in an attempt to be a little healthier and protect ourselves a little more. And I am going to link to a video that goes over all of the research that explains this if you want more information. If you caught the red light on our arrow garden there on the counter, that means that the plants needed some food. We usually have to feed it once every 2 weeks, so I'm just adding a little bit of plant food to it and refilling up the water in there, and then I shouldn't have to touch it again till it needs its next feeding. I feel like, or at least I hope, that everyone's dining room tables or kitchen tables become a catch-all for all the random junk that just comes home throughout the week, like mail and stuff from school and stuff from work. And you can see we have our bowl of goodie bags that we're handing out for Halloween that we made, and those are our Halloween cookie cutters that we were using last week and we'll hopefully use one more time before Halloween night. So just getting everything back into its proper home and then giving the table a good wipe down will pretty much get the dining room back into working order. My son, this is smoothie. This is a Black Forest smoothie that has just dried on his tray that was from yesterday. So just working that off and giving this a good clean as well. So that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the recipe, and please do check out the link because, like I said, it's really easy. So if you have busy weekdays with work and extracurriculars in school or weekends that are similar, this is a quick way to get some nutrition into your family. And like I said, my kids did like it, and typically the one pot will last us for 2 meals at least, and that's feeding 2 kids and 2 adults. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to do more of these videos because we are forever testing out new plant-based recipes that we find either on Pinterest or in cookbooks. So I feel like we have a lot in our arsenal, and we have a lot that we could share with you guys, and definitely links to all of the recipes that we have tried. So I am excited to do more of these in the future, and I do hope you will tag along. Please like and subscribe as always, and I will see you in the next one.